Hello followers and welcome back to MrMFretwell Plays Minecraft, and in today's episode we're going to be preparing for a trip to the Nether as soon as I've killed this skelly. There we go. So yeah, that's my objectives for today. I want to get the equipment I need together and the different blocks and items I need to take with me on a trip to the Nether, because next episode is going to be our 25th episode special, and I'm going to be heading down to the Nether and gathering a bunch of things that I need to get from there. So it's probably going to be a 1-hour special, maybe somewhere there. I'm not entirely sure on that yet. But we are going to be having to get a bunch of stuff from there. Notably, I need to track down a fortress. I need to get my hands on some quartz, glowstone, soul sand obviously. And there's a bunch of other things that I want to get my hands on as well while we're there, so that I can finish off a bunch of these rooms. Notably, this room is probably looking worse for wear. I want to work on this area a bit more. That's going to need some glowstone. And a couple of other things as well. So between this and the last episode, I've been focusing mainly on wrapping this area up a bit, cleaning it up as best I can. I've done quite a bit of work here from the last episode to actually clean this specific part up. Not entirely finished yet, and the zombie grinder I haven't touched since last episode, so I've not finished that either yet, but I will finish that fairly soon. As regards this, this area is eventually going to become my farming area, where I'm going to have my different animals and stuff. That's going to be right over here. Furnace room is going to be right there, obviously. That's not going to move. I'm going to have my storage down here. The cave spider spawner is down that way. And over here is the tree farm. And I have access to the zombie grinder that way. And I blocked this entrance in and just kept it quite simple here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this particular part yet. I may make that into a mushroom farm, but I am yet undecided on that. So that's something I'm going to have to think about. And I think beyond that, then we will have pretty much nailed all the basic rooms that I need for this base. It's then going to be a case of just expanding and adding on, I guess you could say. I still need to put a place down for my anvil, which is going to be near to where the furnace room is. I'm thinking of maybe sticking the anvil back there to have like a little dedicated anvil area where I could drop off all my broken tools and bits and pieces. Although it would make more sense, wouldn't it, to be near the zombie grinder down that way. So that'll have to be something that I think about. But for right now, it's just going to be getting the stuff I need to head to the Nether. So first things I need to prepare are probably going to be tools, weapons, armor, those types of things. So let's jump into bed first. And as of today, Minecraft 1.6.2 has been officially released. Still seems a bit buggy, notably that. The named items are a bit dodgy, but other than that, we're pretty good to go. So, what do we need for a trip to the Nether? I'm going to take this bow with me. That'll do the job. Possibly might need some more arrows. I'm going to leave Fairblade behind. Actually, no, I could do with taking that, couldn't I, if I went to a fortress, because that's going to have wither skeletons in it, and Smite is great against undead, so I could do with that and then another weapon, so I'll probably bring a couple of iron swords with me. Axes I'm not going to need. I'm going to need maybe one shovel for how much I'm actually going to be doing digging. I'm going to need a lot of pickaxes, so iron's all downstairs, so I will need to make up those tools. As far as armor is concerned, I'm going to make up a helmet and some boots, and then I'm going to bring some spares for these, I think, is what I'm going to be going for. Need some more ender pearls for the starts of an ender chest network. That's got looting on it. I've got that leather cap, but I'm not too bothered about using that. Anything in here I really want? Food could be important, but I'm probably just going to use cooked pork chops. I'm going to take these. These guys, man, they just don't leave you alone. It gets frustrating sometimes. That'll do the job. I prefer it be a zombie than a creeper any day of the week. So that belongs in... See, this I don't get this either. I'm not sure whether that's a bug or not. I don't know what's a bug and what's not anymore. There's just so many oddities. I think I hear another one nearby. Strange things are occurring. I'm not sure what all this is about yet. Oh boy. This is something I'm going to have to look into as well. I keep getting harassed as soon as I want to get out here. So, I do have a long-term solution for that, but in terms of short-term, I don't. So, I would love to get a short-term solution down for this. So, we've got plenty of arrows now. That's going to be the arrows I'm probably going to take with me. So, do I need anything from up here? Farming supplies... Not really. I don't think I'm going to need anything from up here, so it's all going to be downstairs. So let me see here. If you're wondering why I've not spent my 30 levels, that's because I'm saving up to repair the worker pickaxe, and I think that takes like 32 or 35, somewhere there, which is why I'm saving up. So I'm hoping though I can amass the required amount of levels before we actually head to the Nether, because there's a greater chance that I will die in the Nether than I will in the overworld. Yeah, it's 32. I need to repair worker, so I only need a couple more levels. I may just stand by my zombie grinder between this and the next episode. So I'm going to leave strongbow behind. That'll do the trick. So in terms of things I'm going to need some iron, of course, and let's make up some pickaxes and some other things. So we want a good amount of iron picks. Really, I want a fair amount of iron picks to keep me going, because netherrack has a bad habit of going fairly fast and draining your pickaxes. So I've got a couple of picks now. That's coming with me. I do want a couple more swords. Swords will be handy in fighting the other types of monsters besides the wither skeletons. It'll be also very good against pigmen as well, in case we end up accidentally aggravating pigmen, so that's good there. So we've got plenty of swords on us now, plenty of picks, we've got a good bow. That shovel should last me for how much I'm going to be digging. So now I would really like a bunch of stone bricks to secure our portal when we get there. That's going to be the first priority, and making sure that the portal works, which is why I'm going to need some diamond pickaxes. I've got more flint around. I do need a crafting table to bring with me. I would like some furnaces to bring with me. I'm only going to bring 2. I'm going to bring some wood with me, of course. 2, 3, 4. I think 4 stacks should cover me pretty much for any sort of thing, even if I need to come back later with more. So that's going to be that, I think. Torches I'm pretty good on, but I am going to pick up some coal before we leave. Yeah, I'm just going to do this for the time being. And let's get these cooking up. And while these are cooking up, I have got some things to check up on for future projects. And I also need to pick up some things from some places a bit further away from home. So we're going to do that as well. There we are, we've got 8 coal, 8 coal, 8 coal, and I'm going to need another 8 coal. And man, I'm actually running pretty low on coal. We're going to have to get some more. Now, do I go into the mountains and take that with me to get more coal, or... I guess not, to be honest. I mean, I'm okay on coal for the time being. I will probably collect some at a later time. For now, I don't really need it. So, I need to drop some of this stuff off, really, don't I? The bones, fences and planks and stuff I can get rid of. I don't need those. I'm going to need some gravity blocks, which are upstairs. Fences I can't. There. Anything else that I want to leave behind? And that chest is full, isn't it? Don't need that all right now. Don't need the jack-o'-lanterns. The bones I will drop off personally. The ladders, although will be handy later, so I'm going to keep a hold of them. The iron I need to drop off, and I think that's everything. So I just need to drop off the iron, and then I'm going to check up on these couple of things. And then I think we will be at the end of the episode already. This is going to be a shorter episode, obviously. I wanted to separate this from the main special, because the main special is going to be around actually getting these items. And one other thing, I'm going to bring a diamond pick for me. I still need to get the obsidian for the portal. I don't have any at this moment in time, so let's see what we got. We got a broken pickaxe. That'll have to do for the time being, because all my other ones are pretty much busted out and they can't do anything. So I'm going to leave that. What time of day is it? I need to make some clocks and stuff, really. I'm going to bring the bed with me for this particular trip, because we could get stranded out there. We're going to be heading towards the desert, and I want to be able to jump into a bed quickly if I need to. So first thing we're going to do is I want to check on the village, because I don't know if the villagers have been murderized or if they're still alive or what, really. So I want to check that out and see what's cooking over here. I haven't been over here for a while. I checked on it maybe about 10-15 episodes ago. No, not that far actually, maybe 5 episodes ago. They were still alive, but I don't know what state they're in now. They're all stuck in this one house. How did they all get in here? They must have... Well, no, they can't climb over. Yeah, they're all in there. Every single villager is in that house. So that's good news, because I have a plan for the villagers eventually. So I'm glad that they're all still alive and I can use them. Plus the priest has a really good trade. You can trade Eyes of Ender, get Eyes of Ender from him. If you pay, I think, 7 emeralds, and that's fairly easy to get your hands on. If you trade with the farmer people, they're not too bad. It can be really, really handy to get Eyes of Ender quite easily. For Ender chests, for finding a stronghold, that's going to be a priority. Not going to be heading to the end straight away, but I just want to find the stronghold and get a little base set up over there. But one thing that I need to do that I have not done, and I have been meaning to do for an incredibly long time, is get the TNT out here. I never did that, and I know it's probably been infuriating people that I have not been and got it. So now I'm going to get it. There we go. There we go. So that's all of that I'm going to need at this point. That's the 2 things I really wanted to do today, which I've been meaning to get around to doing and just not succeeded at remotely. So that's that done. Just going to take a little nap in this temple. There we go. Hopefully there's nothing out in a haunting mood. I don't think there is, but... Okay, so that's the 2 things I wanted to do. We have another plains biome over there, which I may check out eventually. I've got a cave here, it seems, because there may be a village or some other things over there which might be of interest. So, yeah, so... Oh, lava. I didn't bring a water bucket. Can I make one? No, I didn't bring any iron with me. Alright, well, let's just quickly head back and then I'll come back. I know where that lava pool is. It's not too far away. My base is literally just right there, so it's not the end of the world. And we've got some surface lava. That'll save me digging around underground trying to find the stuff. And also then you have to worry about mobs and stuff, which I could really do without when trying to mine obsidian. Here we go. We've got this ravine here. think there's really anything in it, so to speak. I think it's more just coal and iron and bits and pieces in there, which I may go and collect off camera. It's fairly safe to go down there and get myself some more iron and coal. I might bring my fortune pick down with me to use on coal. So here's my base right here. So that might be something I will do fairly soon to try and get that coal reserve up again. And my buckets should be in a chest right here. If I remember correctly, they should be right here. So if we head down, they will be in one of these chests. Not that one, not in there. Nope, nope, that's cobble, that's wood, gravel. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, I was wrong, they're not in that chest. Maybe they're up here. If they're not up here, then I have basically no clue as to where they are. Not in there. And not in here. Now, where else do I have buckets? Because I know I have some, because I used them on the farm. So I know I have some, which is why I thought they would be in one of these two sets. So they're going to have to be somewhere down here. And I have a lot of chests down here. That's still cooking away, which is good stuff. My only other guess is it's going to be in one of these two. Yes, they're right here. So, perfect. That's the buckets I need. So now let's go mine that obsidian. We only need, I think, 14 pieces. You need 10 for a portal, but then you get that ghetto version, and I'm honestly not a big fan of that. I like to, I wouldn't say maybe do things properly, but I like to do things in a way that I deem proper, and that it's not ugly. Some people would disagree with that. Some people will say I'm talking nonsense, but it's just the way that I guess I do things. So there's some water right here which I can take on my way. And let's head back to the lava pool. I really like desert biomes in this game. For some reason I just really like them, especially now those water lakes got removed. Not things like this, I mean these are like oases, but I mean stuff like the little random ones that occur in all biomes. They were kind of pointless and didn't really serve a purpose, but now I really like them, I have to say. Have we passed that lava? Or is it right here? No, that's water, because there's the temple. Oh, hello, lurking in there. Maybe it's over here somewhere. Hope that guy leaves me alone. Let me see. There's the temple, and that was the plains arch right here. Or maybe this was a different one. I think this was actually a different one. Because I don't remember. It was kind of like tucked in a little cove, the one I saw. But either way, that's going to do the job for me. Let's get my silk touch pick going. Ah, I forgot about that. Well, now we have a place to stand on. If I mine this out, then any lava will be converted before the obsidian can burn up. So, props to Co-Star on that one. He taught me this little trick that you can use on mining obsidian. So, all we need is the 14 pieces. Whoops, I got some stone out of the deal there. Put that back for the time being. No, not really there, but oh well. How many we got? 5? So I need 9 more. Just got to make sure that you don't end up in there first. Keep picking up all this stone. It's something I don't really want to do, but oh well. And we keep mining our obsidian. We're at 11. Oh no! Going into lava there. We're at 11 now. This is still tense, because if I fall in, probably not going to make it out alive, for one. And for two, I'm carrying 30 levels, a diamond pickaxe with silk touch, all my gear that I want to bring to the nether, the fair blade, and a ton of things that I really like, so it would be a pain if these things didn't happen to end up still with me, because I'll have wasted all today's episode for nothing. So how many pieces are we at? 14? I think that's how much we need, isn't it? Yeah, we need 14, so that's that job done. Now I guess all we need to find is I need to make a flint and steel if I don't already have one. I think I may have one somewhere. And then that's going to be it. I'm not sure how the sheep got all the way out here. He would have spawned in the plains. I guess they've just wandered out here. As they do, slowly but surely. So that's that. All I need now is my flint and steel and to collect my stone bricks, and then at that point I believe that I've got everything that I need for my trip to the nether, which we are going to do next episode. So we're just going to collect up those last couple of things now, and we'll probably call it an episode. So probably not the most interesting episode, just watching me run around doing these random little bits and pieces. And I also need to block this up because this is where monsters keep coming in from, and I'll have to deal with that at some point. But they're the objectives anyway for today's episode, just to kind of prepare. I wanted you to see me actually getting ready for this, and also to round the episode number up to 25 rather than 24. So here we go. If there's a flint and steel anywhere, it will be in none of these boxes, it seems. Is it in there? It's in there. So that's the flint and steel that I also need. I'm not going to need the TNT this time. I'm still carrying those bones around with me for some apparent reason. Where's the sandstone chest there? I can pop those there. Water bucket is not going to be very handy. So I'm going to put these buckets away. I do not need them with me for this particular trip. I'm not going to need axes, so I'll drop those off downstairs. How's this doing in here? Looks as if it's finished. So we can collect that, 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 and that. And I can head over to my crafting grid and pop these in here. There we go, that's the stone bricks that I want. I've got the flint and the obsidian. So all I need to do now is put the bed back, drop the axes off, and get rid of the bones, and then I'm pretty much done. And I also need to drop off the diamond pick. So let's put you away. Let's go back over here again and drop off that diamond pick. And for how far I am, I'm going to stand by my zombie grinder for maybe 10 minutes or so between this and the next episode, just to get that level 32 and make the repair for the worker pick. The worker pick isn't coming with me, but I do want it repaired for when I get back. So is it night time yet? No, it's getting that way though, I think. Yeah, sun's on his way down. I think if we're quick about it, we could possibly get this away before. Yeah, okay. So I am going to have to top up on food as well. 6 pork is not going to be enough for how long I'm actually going to be going. So I think I have more pork somewhere. Yeah, 19. That'll do the job nicely. And I'm going to bring those 9 raw chickens along with me as well. So I think that is going to be everything that we are going to need. So all I'm going to do now, I guess, is stand by the zombie grinder, which I will not bore you with, and just make that repair, and then next episode we'll just kick off by heading to the nether. So I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. Probably not the most interesting one, but I felt it was important to get it out there, and I hope to see you in the next episode when we are going to be heading down to the nether. So until next time, guys, see you later, and have a good day.